As you can see, this is a pretty big snake. It's not full grown yet, but it's a pretty good sized snake. Hello everybody. So I had to come to pick up Randallyn's car because this morning she was supposed to drive my car. So I'm leaving my car in the parking lot and I'm getting her car. But why would I be doing that? Well, you'll find out in a little bit because I'll have to show you what I'm doing today. It should be a whole lot of fun. So I'm out in the middle of the country on a rescue mission. And that's what I'm doing here today. You can see the nut pecan fields. It's awesome. So yeah, I'm on a rescue mission today, but I'll have to show you what I'm going to rescue because got a call the other day. Well, Randallyn got a message from somebody who messaged her a number that I had to message to be able to set up this rescue. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. I'm on a rescue mission. So I'll show you what we're going to rescue here in a little bit because the wind's kicking in. So on my rescue mission, you look back there, I got 2 tanks, but I can't tell you what I got just yet because yeah, I looked and I'm like, okay, that's definitely different. So yeah, when I get to the house I will definitely show you what I've got, and then I've got to figure out what I've got. So see you soon. So I decided to come to Randallyn's work because she gets off here in a minute and I'll show her what I got. But yeah, so I show up to this place and I said, hey, how you doing? They said, you here for the snakes? And I'm like, yes sir. And he goes, well, all right then. I'm like, okay. I said, do you know what morphs they are? He goes, no. I said, do you know when they ate last? I don't know nothing about them. A friend of mine gave them to me and I don't want them, so you can have them. And I'm like, okay, thank you. And he's like, no, thank you. Have a good day. I'm like, okay, well, they're in 2 small of tanks. They look healthy, but I don't know when they ate last, so that's always fun. They look like they're just normal ball pythons because that's what I rescued, 2 ball pythons. But I'll have to show them to you when I get home. But they're on the wrong type of bedding. Their hides are way too small. They're in the wrong size enclosure, so they're healthy, but yeah, and at least they have heat lamps and everything. So yeah, when I get home, I'm gonna have to clean up one of my extra enclosures, and I'm gonna have to move snakes around and get that done. And then I'll show you what I got. So let me wait for the wife to get off of work, and then I'm gonna get home, and we'll see you in a bit. So I'm home, and yeah, they have this 20-gallon tank and a 10-gallon tank, which when you see the size of the snakes, you'll understand this one needs a 40, that one needs a 20. Water dishes are absolutely enormous, which at least they have water. But we had to fill them. Tiny little hides, cedar chips, which is not good for snakes. Yeah, and if you could smell the nicotine, the snakes themselves smell like nicotine. So we actually have to give the snakes a bath. I have to wash all this off really good. Put some new bedding in because I ran out of cocoa, so I'm gonna use some aspen for now until my cocoa comes in. But I've got to get bigger enclosures because that one's gonna go in that one. This one's gonna go in my 40 until I can actually get regular enclosures like the PVC board. But let me show you these guys here in just a second, as soon as I can get them out of the cage. So just a normal ball python. This is the bigger of the 2. It's pretty good sized snake. This is bigger than my biggest. Yeah, it's healthy, but it smells like cigarette and nicotine. So I'm going to give him a bath here in a bit. Take all the cedar out of here, which they put new cedar in. But this one's still got shed in there. So yeah, you can tell they haven't been handled much because they're a little skittish, but they're still very good snakes. Beautiful, beautiful animals. So yeah, this one's enormous, like bigger than my biggest. So yeah, I'm going to go give him a bath real quick and change out his stuff and wash it down. So I'll see you in the bathtub. As you can see, this is a pretty big snake. It's not full grown yet, but it's a pretty good sized snake. Gave it a bath and it had brown nicotine coming off of it. That's pretty disgusting. So yeah. It's just chilling. I don't know if it's male or female. I'm going to find out before I give him a name. But yeah, I've got to get waiting for Randall in so I can so she can hold it so I can clean out the enclosure real good and get it a bigger hide, which I have to go find. I think it's, yeah, we have a bunch of them. I just got to go find a bigger hide for it because this right here is way too small. It's not deep enough, and it snakes underneath it and it's cockeyed and falling up. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait for Randall in, and then I'm gonna change out the enclosure, give the other one a bath, and then we'll show you the clean enclosures and the snakes and everything with better. I'm gonna put that hide in with the one I just showed you in with the other snake, and I'm gonna put different. Let me get that background off because it just reeks of nicotine. I'm gonna get the different bedding in there and make sure the water dishes are swapped around because the big snake has a smaller water dish, whereas the little snake has a big water dish. So I'm going to swap those out and just do a basic, maintenance. So I got to get that done. So I'll see you guys here in just a minute. I did have enough of the proper bedding. Got a different hide. This will work for now until Friday when I can get the 40-gallon or the lid for the 40-gallon and a better hide. Water dish was in this one. This is a huge water dish. The other one should have a smaller water dish, but I've got yeah. So for now, I got this done. So now I just got to get the snake put in. Well, I have to move it to the quarantine room. I don't know why I put water in it to carry it, but I'm stupid, so I'll have to take the dish out. But there you go. So everything was brown. When I say everything, I mean the snake had nicotine come off of it. When people treat animals like that, I mean, they're healthy animals, but you shouldn't have cigarette and nicotine all over your animal. And the cages were just gross. So these are probably actually going to get dumped. Oh, I can clean them, but I did clean them. I cleaned one. I have to do the second one, but the animals are healthy. That's what matters. But the heating is completely improper. The bedding was improper. The hides were improper. At least they had water and somewhere to hide. But when people do this to animals, it just, So I wasn't expecting to get that today. I was expecting to get 2 ball pythons. Yeah, so let me get this tank put away and get the other one cleaned up and get this snake back in its home. So this is the smaller snake. They have this big snake in a 10-gallon. So yeah, it's not used to being held, so it's a little skittish. But there we go. Another beautiful ball python, just a normal. It's about the same size as the one I have, I think. But yeah, look at the, there's nicotine on the snake. So I got to go give this snake a bath, clean the enclosure really good, put new bedding, and then when I get the, Friday can't get here soon enough so I can get a bigger enclosure for both of them because, yeah, I'm not happy right now. So this is the smaller of the two, which was in a 10-gallon tank. You can see the snake is way too big for a 10-gallon. So yeah, but unfortunately, the big hide didn't fit, so I have to use this until Friday. Got the different water dish, so the snake can still move around. It still has a little bit of room until Friday, which is only a couple of days away. So yeah, if you guys get animals, make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you have the money. Make sure you don't listen to the pet store because the pet store just wants to make a profit. Go talk to several different breeders. Don't talk to just 1 or 2. Talk to 5 or 6. Make sure you know what you're doing. I don't care if it's a dog, a cat, a bird, a lizard, a gecko, a scorpion, a tarantula. Make sure you talk to plenty of people to find out what you're supposed to do because everybody has their own way of doing it. So make sure you find out the right way. And if you talk to enough of them, you will find out the right way to take care of it. Animals shouldn't have to be rescued. I thought I was just rehoming 2 snakes today, not rescuing. So I'm glad that the people reached out and said, hey, you want some snakes? Yes, we did. Because now these snakes are going to live a happy life. A little tight there. Now these snakes are going to live a happy life. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. Thanks for watching.